What they should have done.
That's where you buy moles. It's a store where you buy moles.
Is he and Ryan should have gone down together. You're just over
Total
here
mole
laughing at
and vole.
yourself. Stop
Whatever
it.
rodents you want.
Stop it. God. Duh.
We've got lemmings. We've got moles.
No.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to membriash.
Welcome. I'm Ashley.
I'm Mitch.
This is our channel.
And we're doing the Mole season 2.
Episode 2.
We're only on episode 2, and I know it's a little behind other, the series, but I think we're going to catch up by the next release.
We're catching up, baby. We're coming.
But Mole 2 is actually really fun, and I'm enjoying it.
It is really fun. So you let us know if you're enjoying this. Please like and subscribe. That gives us an indication of whether or not you like it.
Let's just go in.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's do it. Season 2. The Mole House. Or the Mole Hole. They're in the Mole Hole.
Tony and Deanna.
Last time, we didn't find out who went home between Deanna and Niche and the third person. We don't remember their name.
Niche, Jennifer, and Deanna.
Jennifer is the third one.
I'm like, maybe I voted for the wrong people.
A lot of people are saying they think it's Ryan or Muna. I don't think it's going to be a woman again this year. And that's just from a metagaming sense. I don't know. I feel like they're going to switch it up.
Who is Ryan? I don't remember who that is.
Ryan's the blonde woman that was shooting, like hip-shotting and hit that person at the end.
That's right.
Okay, he's safe.
I'm glad he's not going home.
I like
him.
I like him, yeah.
Our next name is Jen.
Oh, my God.
It could be either of them at this point, too.
I think they're going to keep Deanna just because they wouldn't show... They're going to show red screen. Yeah. Okay, that was her. That sucks. Why her?
Because
she got him wrong. She got him wrong.
She probably thought she knew who it was and guessed it all, and then she's wrong.
Yeah.
But then that also means she's not the mole, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So...
I forget that it's not a popularity contest or anything like that. It's just literally like she has no idea who it is.
Yes.
Well, and then people do things like they act shady to deflect and cause other people to mess up their vote and stuff like that. Like that's what Muna's doing. She's acting shady.
Yeah.
Trusted you people. And a part of me wanted to be like, the mole better stand up right now.
But again, she's like, I trusted you people, but she got herself out because she picked it wrong.
So then anyone who knows who she thought was the mole has information. Yeah. So it's almost like you want to get close to people. Yeah. But then you have to trust that those people are not the mole.
And that they're giving you good information too, because
they're not lying to you.
There's a lot of like subterfuge.
This game is actually really complicated.
It's very and people were saying that it's like from 2002. Her and I talked about it, but like
which I had no idea.
Anderson Cooper, the Silver Fox.
I had no clue that this was an older show. I guess I never watched it when I was younger.
Yeah, we were younger, but we just didn't,
The person who got the extra point might have beat her out.
Dude, whoever did the extra point thing needs to speak up. I agree.
It's hard because Muna did the extra point thing, which to me would mean she's not the mole, because that means that she had an advantage, but it also would be mole behavior to
deprive the pot of money
so that other people would try and think somebody had done it.
And the cause chaos.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, this game is hard.
Is the stunning Tioman Island, the location for our next mission.
I did a report on Malaysia when I was in 5th grade.
Oh, you did?
I don't remember much, but I was like, Malaysia seems cool.
Dang.
Yeah.
Was it like you got to choose any country? Mm-hmm. I did one like that, and it was on Ethiopia.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. I remember that year because that was the year that it was like Bush. No, not Bush. It was Clinton versus Bob Dole.
Oh, wow.
Yep. It was Clinton versus Bob Dole, because I remember they had us like write things up about like who you think will be a better president.
Do you remember when we used to do like mock voting too? Do you think they can't still do that in schools?
Oh,
do they?
Man, probably not. Probably not.
Someone among us is not who they say they are. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a game.
You'd be so paranoid.
But that guy's the slightly dense one.
I definitely don't think he's the mole.
Yeah.
At all.
Or he's playing a good game.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
But regardless of my suspicions, I'm going to really try not to have tunnel vision.
That's smart.
Very smart. And that's probably what happened with Jennifer. She probably assumed it was like one person. I can't remember who she was like perceiving it might be, or if she even
Yeah,
said.
actually would be useful. That's one of the shames of like taking a break between episodes.
She trusted Muna though.
Yeah.
So she definitely wasn't thinking it was Muna.
I am ready to figure out who this mole is, and I know I'm gonna find them.
She would if she was the mole.
She
wouldn't
would, because
she?
she's in the room with us.
Your mission is a treasure hunt.
Oh, that's fun. This game would be fun.
It does seem that way, yeah.
I never thought I would get to go on a real life treasure hunt.
I mean, it's not really a real life treasure hunt. It's a game show treasure hunt.
It is
It's
a real
game
life
show
treasure hunt. So what do you think? Like geocaching? Is that your idea of a
No,
real life treasure hunt?
like people that find old sunken ships and like take up doubloons and like old wine and shit. Like that's actual treasure hunts.
Like actual.
This is staged. It's cool, but it's staged. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I forgot that those people exist.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of them actually.
There are so many sunken ships in the
That's
ocean
so
that are
wild
unknown.
to me.
Yeah.
Like how do you get into that? You just have a boat?
Scuba diving enthusiasts do.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
Largely, because you're talking like certain places you can dive to. Obviously, a lot of deep ocean.
It's probably
you can't.
teams too, right? Like some people who know scuba and then some people that have boats.
Wealthy, like people that want to fund that shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the big one.
God, there's like all these things that people do in life that like I have no idea about, and that is one of them.
Yeah, like treasure hunting.
Yeah, treasure
This
hunting.
is literally a thing people do. Mm-hmm. It's also kind of bullshit because a lot of, I don't know, you see all those videos of people like ruining old artifacts and stuff, and that I got problems with archaeology, but I get so mad when I see people just ruining archaeological sites and man, plundering artifacts. I get so mad.
They're going to have to sabotage, but good luck. You better watch out for me. I know I'll be watching out for you.
Yeah, they should sabotage this.
Yeah.
Because they didn't sabotage the last one.
It was pretty successful.
Your first job is to find the shack. Your time starts now.
I feel like this mole should be sabotaging everything. Maybe I'm just like...
There's a bomb goes off.
I'm giving like too much credit to the mole, I think.
You might be.
Waiting for Sloth to be like, hey, you guys. Like, it was one of those moments.
A sloth?
Hey, you guys?
Slaughterhouse?
No, nobody. Like 12 people watched that.
Was that our worst video ever?
One of them.
No, Dracula 2000.
Dracula 2000.
Oh, man. I had
got
fun doing that, though.
copyrighted.
You got copyrighted and like
But we had
10
20
people watched
Yeah,
it.
so I was like, whatever, we'll just leave it up. It's a legacy video. If you want to watch a video that won't make us any money.
If you love Dracula 2000 like
Yeah.
I thought I did before I realized that what I really loved was Queen of the Damned.
Which are both like critically panned movies.
Listen,
Just
I like a
garbage
bad vampire
Dracula.
movie.
Yeah.
I wish there were more. I feel like that's a genre that like Twilight kind of ruined, and then ever since then it hasn't really come back.
So I'm already thinking, okay, how am I gonna split this team up? Where are people gonna go?
Okay. Hey guys, come here real quick. So we have two locations. We have Shipwreck and Smashing Rock.
Oh, I want to smash rocks. Is Niche still acting like the leader?
He's naturally very...
But he did it the first time too, so maybe he's just kind of leaning into it, organizing. But he's not being shitty about it. Like he's just
And-
kind of like, what are we doing?
I think people think he's not the mole because he did a really good job in the first challenge.
Yeah.
And he had every opportunity to fail at that.
And most people are trusting him right now.
Yeah.
Quick. You four, Andy, Sean, Deanna, Muna.
Man, I'd want to be shipwrecked with him. He's just taking control, and he's not pissing people off yet either.
He seems like a decent leader. I'm surprised because he wasn't even telling people like I'll do that. So he was allowing people to volunteer. He wasn't telling them what to do, but he was just helping facilitate. Really, he's a good facilitator.
Yeah,
he's the kind of guy you want at a team meeting.
Yeah,
because
for
then
sure.
you're like, I'm not facilitating. He's like, all right, fine, I'll do it. You know?
Yeah.
I'm on snacks. You got time. He's facilitating. Nisha's facilitating.
And that is one hell of a place to be for the mole. I want to keep a close eye on him.
It would, but it's also like they would have to find someone for Mole that naturally had that kind of charisma and was able to be a leader like that. That's very rare, I feel like, those qualities. A lot of people try and do that, and they just make everyone angry.
Yeah.
I'm here to play, I'm here to win, I'm here to put money in the pot, but I'm also here to stay.
That's the one a lot of people are saying is a mole. Brian. That was only after the first episode. I'm not sure if they were telling us that with further information from down the line, or if it was just from episode 1.
She also could just be
sus.
incompetent.
She
you know?
could. Brian might be incompetent. That's always an option, folks.
Watch them, okay? You got it? Okay.
Tony and I have only known each other a couple of days, but we spend a lot of time together.
Q, let's go, baby.
All right, Hannah.
Romance?
All right, Hannah.
Showmance?
Showmance? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
We were just in the trenches looking for stuff, like trying to figure it out. Niche and Q are counting rocks.
I mean, trenches, you mean like a beautiful sand-covered beach?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we've gone far enough. We've just been looking on the shore. Yo, did you guys look at the trees? We can go up there.
There's a marking over there on the map.
Do these people not know how to read maps? Or is Niche the mole?
I mean, it is possible that they're overthinking it.
Count down to find your way. What are we missing?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are they not? They're just like so unaware of their surroundings. They're not seeing like man-made stuff in an area that there shouldn't be man-made stuff.
There's a lot of debris and stuff, though. I saw like a fishing trap and a couple other things.
Okay.
It's not like a pristine location.
Okay.
But the map clearly showed a bunch of tick marks. I say from my couch.
I do think you'd be good at this type of a game, though. I do.
Maybe.
But I had Girl Scouts for daughters. Although I've never been on a treasure hunt, my wife's a Girl Scout leader, so she gave me a crash course on how to tie knots.
That's good. Knots
That's
are
useful.
important.
That is.
Every once in a while, I feel like I should learn just like a couple.
You do macrame. You know knots.
Well, yeah, but not in
Survival
the,
knots?
Yeah, not a
Yeah.
survival knot.
There's a bunch of different types. There's so many knots.
Like
dude.
I would be fine if like I had to do like a rafty type thing. I definitely know knots that like don't come apart while you pull them,
Yeah.
but there's certain knots that are like extremely tight when they're like pulled.
Yeah.
And then if you do like one thing, they just all come apart. Like stuff like
yeah.
that I think would be really helpful.
Dynamic knots.
Yeah.
Do you know how to make knots?
Yeah. Are you a
Honestly, it
knot
is cool.
person?
I love all those like survival skills.
Also, I took sailing when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And we technically learned knots, but I didn't pay any attention.
Yeah, you were a child. You capsized your boat.
I did.
We know. I've heard.
On purpose.
On purpose. You had to swim.
They were
back.
probably annoyed with me. They were probably like that
You're a
asshole.
petulant child.
That was a dream team, huh?
Okay, so we're going with this
It
whip.
just makes everybody paranoid.
Well,
What?
this isn't good.
I'm sorry, what? Why would you do that?
In the opposite direction of the way it would break, you'd have to flip it over in order to have it crack effectively
Right.
anyway. What an idiot. I mean, but it's just these people, you've seen Survivor.
They
Keep
pick
bringing
a,
it up.
a
They
bunch
just,
of people with no basic life skills. Is
that's
what they
part
do.
of it. Yeah.
Like who've never done even like a basic DIY project on their house.
But it's taking so much longer than I thought it would take. This bay, it's huge.
It does look
Yeah,
big.
it's a big bay.
I have a feeling it's not this far out.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's not that far out either.
Yeah, they can make them dive like 30 feet down and hold their breath. Like,
I'm suspicious of Melissa.
which one's Melissa?
She's the one dicking around with an inner tube, like on the shore while everybody else
really?
is swimming out. Oh.
Oh.
Who found it?
Is that Ryan? No, the one that was buddies with Tony? Hannah?
Far down as I can, get a really good look at the shipwreck, and see that there's this first aid, like emergency kit. X marks the spot, right?
I mean, it's
That's
a team,
Ryan, right?
Yeah, that was Ryan. Yeah.
So I don't think she's the mole.
Why would she reveal the boat?
You know, being 5'2", I just don't know if like I can physically go.
I mean,
You can.
like a foot of height difference is basically inconsequential for diving, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not a diver, but I think it's just her psyching herself out.
I think so too. But
It's
any
deep.
any of them, as long as they know how to swim,
Yeah,
should be able to get there.
absolutely.
We're allowed to keep going. Do we keep walking? Watch for iguanas.
You see anything?
Watch for iguanas.
That's what I'd be doing. Iguana.
Yeah,
Look for anything out there.
No, right here. 1, 2,
Mark?
3, 4, 5.
yeah, there we go.
It's hard because like anybody can make a mistake that it looks like you're making like the wrong call on purpose, but in actuality,
They're complicated
You're just
tasks.
dumb.
They're mistakes all over the place.
yeah, I would get nervous on a show like this and make mistakes all over the place.
Yeah.
People would think I was the mole.
We've done an escape room. Imagine if every time you're making a mistake, you knew there was somebody sabotaging you
I
along the
felt
way.
like that escape. I did not do a good job in that escape room.
Yeah.
I was terrified the entire time. I didn't know what I was doing. It was stressful. And then, weirdly enough, the person in our group that I thought was the least smart literally is the one that solved
He's the one that solved it
everything.
at the end, yeah, for sure. The like connecting hands thing.
And part of it was he kept his cool under pressure.
Yeah. He was just having fun.
He was.
Yeah.
What are we missing?
I don't know.
Open up all the food.
Yeah.
Open up all the food.
So it's something here. It's something in here.
All those guys. Time to venture into the mole hole of ad breaks.
And Melissa can't even get far down at all.
Melissa might be a mole.
I feel like
They
Melissa
all might
is.
be moles.
Melissa was bad at the last challenge too.
Yeah.
Melissa either is just bad at this stuff or she's the mole.
When we learned how to do
He's dropping it even further down now. No!
Deeper to the seafloor.
I did pick it up.
That's horrible.
Well, now I don't trust him either. Mole
behavior. That's total mole behavior. Total mole.
What they should have
That's where you buy
done
moles. It's a store where you buy moles.
is he and Ryan should have gone down together. You're just over
Total
here laughing
mole
at
and
yourself.
vole.
Stop
Whatever
it.
rodents you want.
Stop it. God. Hey, duh.
We've got lemmings. We've got moles.
No. It's already called total mole. We know they're moles.
Fancy hamsters, chinchillas,
The
whatever you
capitalist
need.
in you has just got to sell them. You know what I mean?
Total
just
mole.
Leave them be, could ya?
It's total mole.
Anyway, Ryan and Michael should have gone down together.
Yeah.
Because he knew it was heavy, and then they both should have dragged it up.
Or you do a relay where one person grabs it
Yeah.
halfway.
Right.
And then the other person swims up and the other person struggles
So
the other
dumb.
halfway. Yeah.
And then they're just like, we're gonna give up with like an hour left. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Makes
Or
no
find a place
sense.
with they have string. Have somebody go down there, tie a string to it, swim back up, pull it up.
Yeah. I say all this also from my couch.
Yeah.
I would be like floundering in that water.
Yeah.
They would have to come rescue me.
We both did like lifeguard training though.
Yeah, we did.
And I know it's heavy, but you f***ing do it. You know,
Yeah.
like you're like, okay, I'm gonna swim this thing to the top, and you f***ing do it.
You do it.
Yeah.
Yo! 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 Yo!
So unfortunately, this episode's coming out on 4th of July, and you might hear fireworks in the background because America.
America.
I know I didn't see it, so maybe they didn't see it, but it's hard when 6 eyes miss it.
I love that he's suspicious, but he didn't see it.
Right?
It's like, what?
I mean, they might be priming them to talk about that
All right, I'll try. Ready? Watch out.
I'm worried about them. I don't think they're gonna make it. Gosh, Michael, you get your butt down. It's not
It's
even
not
that
even
far.
that deep. When you're seeing it from that angle,
Jeez.
like he's holding his breath for 20 seconds.
I used to be a lifeguard back in the day. Luckily, I didn't have to save anybody.
He used to be a lifeguard. I don't believe this man. I don't believe that he can't go down there and get that. That is ridiculous.
I mean, he might not be in like swimming form, but like there's certain technique and just like drive, and you understand your breath and stuff a little bit more.
And you know how far you can get or how long you
Yeah.
can hold your breath. And it's longer than you think it would be, honestly.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Now they're doing the relay.
Come on, come on. Yes. Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Somebody else got it. They did eventually get
Okay,
it.
they did the relay. The relay is a good method.
So maybe it's really just like he's a little out of shape.
Michael, do not leave that. We'll be able to open it on the beach.
It's a message in a bottle.
The move. And let's go.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
32 minutes.
So Ryan found the ship. Michael's the one that pulled the thing out. Although he did waste a lot of time.
Yeah,
while
and
he was
that's
doing it.
potentially more important than anything.
Yeah, that's pretty good mole behavior.
Because then it's not as obvious.
This way? Show me the map. Come on, man. We gotta go.
What is the point of building the raft?
I don't really know. I think they explained it, but we were talking about
Are
something.
they just gonna paddle off into the sunset?
We were
Like,
talking about total mole and vole instead.
yeah, total mole and vole. It's my mole store. Come buy a mole. They turn your dirt. They eat your worms.
So you're not selling them as like prey animals. You're
No.
selling them as like helpful garden
Or pests, depending on if you hate moles. People pay to have them removed.
Oh, so we would remove them also?
Oh, we could troll people's yards with our moles.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mole
immediately.
troll! You have different kinds of moles. You have the troll mole.
People would hire us.
Yeah.
And then we would, like, release the moles
Yeah,
and they're,
in
like,
people's
in
yards.
their, the people they don't like. In their
Yeah.
enemies' yards.
Would you pay for this service?
Would you pay for this service?
Total mole.
We should go on Shark Tank.
Call
I
us
think.
today.
Hold up.
It's right in front of us.
Oh my God, it's an X.
Yeah.
I think that's.
Oh, they found it.
Might be like buried in the sand. Let's go.
Why do they need a raft for this then?
They don't?
So it was just a decoy, the raft?
This looks like an X.
X marks the spot.
Yes, it does.
What is he talking
Asshole.
about?
Of course it looks like an X.
No, that's just a primitive swing.
Yeah, I mean it is,
What?
but like this feels too easy.
Yes, we have oars.
I don't know if I can use an oar.
Do you know how big it is?
Huge. They're together. We got both of them.
Do they need to take it? Muna's got shifty eyes.
I know, she does have shifty
She's got
eyes.
she does. That's why they focused in on her.
Yeah, they did. And it's unclear
she's-
whether she just randomly looked shifty or whether,
Uh-huh.
like, it's
That-
because she's the mole.
Absolutely. That could have been from any moment, that they were doing this. So that's not convincing for me necessarily. But like, for the show to give that big of a tell, I think they're red herring us.
Yeah,
with
probably.
Muna. I really do.
Muna took the lead in deciding the bamboo poles were going to be way too large and we needed to cut them down. I'm not sure that's suspicious or maybe poor strategy.
Yeah, they really didn't need to waste time cutting the bamboo poles down. And in fact, if they had them, they would have provided like additional
handles.
support, right?
You don't
And,
need to do that
like
flotation
balance,
support.
right?
That's
Yeah.
like an
Mhm.
outrigger canoe.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you have the additional
Absolutely.
thing to provide
You leave
support.
them. You leave them
Yeah.
on. Weird
You want
choice,
your center
Muna.
of gravity like dispersed as much as possible.
This is a very, very heavy chest.
We gotta go. We have no time. Just drag
Watch
it down. I told you to hold the lid.
So they have to ship it out
In
into the
15
water.
minutes. No way. Also, I'm concerned about the raft that they created. They had more barrels than that, and they didn't use them. For what reason, I don't understand.
This little raft is gonna implode. We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Oh, he said it. He said the thing.
Tony's redeeming himself for
He
me,
is.
because after last episode, I was like, Tony's an idiot. But
I think
now,
he's just out of his element.
I think he's okay.
It's like putting rollerblades on for the first time. Like, am I gonna look like a baby giraffe and fall on my face?
Rollerblades are hard. Just telling you, as someone who's trying to learn to roller skate as an
Yeah.
adult, holy cow.
Yeah, you don't, if you haven't done it in 15, 20 years, like, holy shit.
And I was like a roller skater as a kid. Like, I roller skated all
Yeah.
around. I was in the neighborhood. I
And
was
then
at
you
the
got
rink.
middle-aged.
Right.
Big wheel
Yeah, big
Big
wheel.
wheel.
Big wheel, baby.
with the lights.
Okay. It's floating.
Yeah.
Hey, we got this.
That's so rickety, dude.
Sure.
It is going and it is moving and
Muna, don't act like it's doing a good job
She's
because...
like, she's faking excitement, right?
Right? Right? I mean, the people that are saying it's Muna, she's so sus.
She
I'm
is
off
sus.
Ryan right now. I don't think it's Ryan. Muna is a maybe. It feels too obvious, but...
Honestly.
Oh, no.
Whoa. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No.
But it's all tied up to the things, thankfully, so it's not sinking straight down to the bottom. I mean, it's poorly made.
He already suspected Tony, and now, for sure, he's gonna feel like Tony. And I don't know, maybe you're right. Maybe it is Tony.
Playing stupid, but
Maybe.
not really being. Because that's a... He comes off as like a valley bro.
He does.
Really easily. He could play that up a little bit, and he could have a lot more going on.
In the water, he was on the same side as me. He could have easily sabotaged.
He hasn't actually done anything worthwhile this entire time either. He didn't find anything while there. He was like complaining and playing it cool, but he didn't find anything. He didn't do anything.
We're not that far. People start reaching the buoy, so I'm kicking, and I'm like, we are gonna make it.
We're good. Get on. Get on.
I don't know, though, because don't they have to get the treasure on that? It's gonna drop. It's gonna drop into the... Oh, no?
Does that count?
If it does, it's barely.
They shot a flare.
They
Does
did
that-
shoot a flare.
Okay.
That was the storybook ending.
Was it?
Wow.
That looks fun.
That was sad.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tony is pretty sus, Muna's pretty sus, and Michael is also pretty sus to me because Michael
Yeah, the
was also
wasting
on the
time.
side that the thing fell off on.
Okay.
and talk to these players and get all the information and data I can gather because there's a lot of suspicious behavior happening.
Yeah, and some of it's you, Muna.
A lot of it is.
It doesn't help that, like, she's very smart, She's very personable. We've heard multiple people say that they don't feel like it could be her.
She's pulling wool right over their eyes if it is.
I think she would be a really good pick for the mole.
I saw Andy attaching the barrels to the raft. Is it mole behavior?
Is it mole behavior? This show. He's not digging a hole in your neighbor's lawn. One of our neighbors hate us because we have like the safe harbor for all the moles in the area. They would treat our yard as a central ground to just branch out from.
I don't even think that, because our neighbors like feed the crows. Our neighbors,
that's true.
They like the animals.
Crows and squirrels.
Yeah, they feed everything out here.
We got peanuts growing all over our property because the squirrels buried the peanuts in our yard. Now they're growing.
They forgot about them.
Yeah, that's how those things. Yeah.
I'm cool with it because then we can harvest the peanuts.
Yeah.
Exemption. What does that mean? Is an exemption like if they get out because their mole answers aren't good enough, then they don't go home?
Is that a question? I'm confused. What? I'm not processing information anymore.
Is the exemption like if they would have gone home, then they wouldn't go home?
I think. Or maybe you don't even have to do the test at all.
Your prize pot will begin to drain. The exemption will go to the last player sitting in this room.
They're gonna take the money away?
That seems crazy. This show is so cruel. They barely give them any money at all. And they're like, we're going to take it away from you.
All the mole has to do is relax.
She's always putting it in people's heads what the mole is and isn't. And she's always pointing fingers at other people.
Is it too heavy-handed?
I don't know.
Is Muna the mole?
But nobody thinks she's, like, for us, the viewers, we feel like she's being heavy-handed. And
I'm not getting up. I need an exemption. I'm not confident in who the mole is.
So they'll literally let it drain down to 0 then?
I
Come
think they
on
might.
now. We're going to play chicken?
What do we need to do to keep this number high?
Just knock people unconscious and drag them out.
Mission 1, I nominated Niche. We put him up. I feel like the most fair thing to do in this situation is let him have it.
That's a good suggestion. I
And
like
then she
that
walked
she's
away.
Like, I'm leaving, and here's
Yeah.
my suggestion.
That's
smart.
And the suggestion was pretty fair because
It is fair.
they put Nisha's life on the line that first day.
Yeah.
There's life in the game.
I just can't rule anybody out at this point.
F you, Hannah.
Like, you don't want any money, Hannah? You want to go home
Just
empty-handed?
drain the pot, Hannah.
Hannah?
At the end of the day, there ain't gonna be no competition. You can't split it 11 ways, Q.
You can't. 0 splits pretty easily.
0 divided into 10 people is 0.
Yeah, it's just nothing for everyone.
Yeah. 0 splits pretty easily. That's a good one.
Nothing really crazy to say. I'm just saying that I'm willing to see it go to 0.
What? Tony!
I'm not surprised hearing Tony dig his heels in.
What a ballsy move, Tony.
I don't care, but it's also a good move if you're not the mole to make people think you're the mole by just like being loud like that.
What is the negative of people thinking you're the mole, though?
Nothing.
Because if you're not the mole, then it just means that they're gonna vote when they vote as if you are the mole, and it
get
means
themselves
they'll
out.
go home.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's
doing
actually-
stuff like that is good gameplay
Oh,
for a
man.
non-mole. This game is complicated.
This game is complicated. You know, it's weird because it's simple, but it's complicated.
It is.
But you can pretty much guarantee that the mole is not leaving early, right?
So we're all in agreement that we're gonna have $0 and no exemption, right?
Did you say agreeance?
Yeah, he said. I mean, it's still Tony.
It's still Tony. I've said it before.
I came here to win a game. There's only...
Everyone's here for money, dude. Money. Yeah, Q's right. It's money.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm very confident there'll be money.
That don't make no sense. You came here to win money like the rest of us. You
And I
can't
will.
win if you ain't got no money.
Yeah. What are you winning then? A vacation? Like
0.
fuck.
0 split 11 ways.
They
is
had
what
a
you're
fun
winning.
adventure.
Oh, he seems mad.
Win if I don't start playing to win.
You're not. What the hell,
Camping. He is funny though. Michael is laughing. He's cracking up. He was like not holding his shit together, laughing because of how Quaylen was acting.
I mean, I'm kind of in agreement with Tony. I feel like I would rather nobody get it.
Wow, dude.
These people are getting
Hannah and Tony both suck.
Yeah. I don't care if they're the mole. Just have them like duke it out.
I'm not getting up.
Oh my God, these young mother freakers, boy.
Gen Z or something, whatever they are, this new generation, something wrong with them.
Gen Z or something? He's funny.
He is funny.
Yeah.
He is really funny. I like him so much. I don't want him to go home because he's
Yeah.
just comedic relief.
He is. Because everybody else is kind of dry or even vaguely a little like difficult to watch.
These guys, they're not getting up. Tony and Hannah are staying.
That's so shitty to watch people throw away all your money. Like, I would be pissed.
That sucks. I'd be pissed too. Like, we're not wealthy people, so watching people waste money like this, it is making me angry, and I'm not even there. I don't even have a chance to win it, and I'm mad.
Is that really gonna let the whole pot go? The whole pot?
That's like Q's reaction.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you're throwing it all away.
That's legitimate. His reaction is actually like
legitimate.
the only reaction that makes sense given the circumstances.
You just threw away 20 grand.
Yes.
Like, really?
And they're just fine with it, because for them it's just like fake. It's fake money, and for Q it could be real.
And I am just toying with them, just pulling the strings.
Oh my god. If Tony or Hannah are the mole, or Muna, anybody who's still sitting there, this is like their ideal scenario.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out.
We've already lost $25,000.
And he laughs.
He looks happy. Is Tony the mole?
Tony might be the mole.
Is he not as dumb as I thought he was? Or is he
Well,
dumb
Hannah's laughing too.
and the mole?
They're both laughing.
Hannah, you're staying there till 0 with Tony.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, it's Bonnie and Clyde, man. Are you serious?
Bonnie and Clyde! Oh, you know how that ended.
Q needs to be, okay, this is my official petition for Q to be on a different show on Netflix.
Yeah.
Please. Please put Q on whatever Q will be on.
Honestly,
Anything.
yeah.
He's so funny.
He is funny. He's so animated.
He is. He's great.
Good jokes.
And if there's ever like a villains, like anything villain season, Tony can be on that.
Tony's a good villain right now. Hannah is too. Holy shit.
To be fair, Hannah's hot, right? So it does help. But there's an exemption on the line.
So your options are she's hot, or I sit here and like, what?
The hot thing doesn't mean anything.
You gonna get her an exemption because she's hot?
I get everything I want when I flirt. I've never had a guy say no to me.
Get up.
Wow, dude.
That's just so infuriating. So that's episode 2 of The Mole. I'm mad.
I'm mad too. I'm mad anytime people make like romantic weirdness on a show that's like not supposed to be that.
It's not even romantic. It's just like,
or like
manipulative.
You think they're hot, so like you're willing to give up like $20,000.
Well, 10K at this point.
Right. That's nuts to me. I don't understand that at all. I don't understand either of them. If neither of them are the mole, I am just like, I don't understand. Except they're both young. And for all we know, they both come from well-off families. They don't even really need the money.
Care.
And there are people there that probably do.
Or could use it.
Right. I'm upset.
Yeah. Those producers are already paying you practically nothing, and then you're just gonna drain the pot. Like, that just feels.
It's just so disrespectful to everybody else sitting there, all over an exemption. One exemption. I understand it's worth a lot, but it's worth $45,000. No.
Here's my theory, though.
What?
They have a general idea of how much money they're going to give them. They lose more money now. They have bigger pots later.
Oh.
Like, they're going to give them like $80K no matter what.
Yeah.
Pretty much, with like a little fluctuation.
I see what you're saying.
And, this challenge is $35,000. Oh my God, you really need to fill the pot. It's it's a game show. The numbers are malleable. They know how much they're gonna give for the prize, more or less.
Okay.
Right.
I hear that. So you're saying both of them understand that?
No, I'm not actually saying that, but I'm saying that from a viewer standpoint, I'm as mad as I am. I actually don't think it really matters.
So we still agree that both of them are selfish bullshit.
Yes, I think they're being selfish. But I don't think they're thinking the meta of like how the producers are thinking about how much money to give them, which I do believe is probably what's happening. I really don't think it's that malleable. They can just take a number up anytime they want. They've got a budget.
How weird would it have been if there was like a third rando that has nothing to do with this weird sexual tension between Tony and Hannah, who's just sitting there
drinking beer? You're not gonna have that? All right.
Like, if you were on the show and you thought what you said to me right now, if you're basically like, your assumption is, and you're not going to tell anybody else this, but your assumption is that the pots in the future will be bigger, so there's no point, it doesn't matter, and then you could potentially get that exemption, you just sit there, right?
Well, now that I've said it, yeah, I'd be drinking beer. I'd be like...
And I'd be screaming in the corner like Q, because I would never think that. And I would be so mad. Yeah. I'd be so mad.
I could be wrong. But it doesn't matter. It's all arbitrary, and they make up the rules.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's true. That's true.
So what are they going to give out? No prize? Nobody would watch the show then. It's not. It's like Perfect Match.
No.
People are mad about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, it's different though, because this is actually a game show with a prize payout.
Yeah.
cash prize.
Right. And I guess they don't, I don't think they do anyway. I don't think they say, like, at the outset how much each challenge is worth or anything like that.
Or how much you could potentially make. It's not like, it's not like, you have a max of 500K and we're going to take it off every time.
Yeah.
No, they're like, up, down, means nothing. I mean, if y'all have seen, like, old seasons of The Mole and you can be like, oh, no, they gave, like, $2,000 one time. I mean, I'd be curious to know. I just don't think that's ever going to happen.
Yeah, I hear you.
It'd be like, why go on the show then?
It'd make the whole season disappointing.
It'd be dumb. People would be mad.
Yeah, you're right.
So you need to actually, if not for the game show contestants, at least the people are watching.
Okay. All right, so who do we think it is? Who's your best guest right now? One person.
Tony.
Plays
dumb, has done nothing productive, drains the pot. Hannah, maybe two, but like there's only one person that's a mole. Muna's sus.
I go Muna. Only because she sat there a long time.
She doesn't need to be the last one in.
No.
And you actually, as a mole, don't want to be the last one in. Because then it's a bigger target on your back and you don't want people to know it's you.
Probably sense that the other two were doing something weird.
She's like, well, she added to the narrative of staying long enough so that other people wanted to stay.
Yeah.
And then bailed when it got really low and it didn't matter anymore. She didn't fully drain it, but she helped bring it down. Because that's like a
too.
Yeah.
She stayed far.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like there are a bunch more episodes out, so I don't know if I want to guess too much beyond that. Muna, Tony, those are kind of my top two right now.
Yeah.
I'm leaning Tony just because, like, what I said earlier, but, like, I know maybe that's too gaming it. I don't know. We'll see.
What do you think? Who's your pick for mole?
Mostly I've seen Ryan and Muna. Love to hear why or whatever. Yeah.
Assuming.
Don't give us spoilers from like 3 on.
Yeah. Don't spoil anything. But from episodes 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Who's your pick?
Please like and subscribe if you want to continue watching The Mole.
Thank you for being here, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks,
bye.
And then I got it knocked, and I started going.
Ridiculous.
Oh, that was a tearjerker.
Hey, we're gonna go on a cruise this summer. You should come with us.